Hey Scorpio, hope you're doing well. My name's Justin. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Today I'm going to be doing a tarot reading for the next 3 months. This will be for September, October, and November 2024, or for 3 months out from whenever you happen to see this. So I started this reading a couple days ago. I pulled three oracle cards, which really kind of cemented in a message I felt was fitting. I wasn't able to actually get over the hump of starting the reading out of just fear of being heard and seen, just other people in the house. It's kind of ironic because I'm putting myself out there online, on video, or whatever. Yet it's difficult for me to have someone listening in person, if that makes any sense. But I feel like this kind of is just a message of like creating a space for yourself and listening to yourself and knowing that it's okay to have needs and need to have your own safe space essentially. So the first card that came out was Aletheia. I probably butchered that, but this talks about like clarity and inner knowing. I feel like it's associated with the crown chakra, which is purple or violet. And then it's got the yin yang um, symbol going on with the roses. And then I feel like the pearl in the middle is like the golden nugget that's at the heart of the truth of like the inner knowing, listening to your inner knowing. So I also feel like each one of these could be for the next 3 months. So this might actually apply to the rest of September. Just this idea of listening to your inner knowing. You might get downloads, just revelations, some kind of clarity, and then just being okay with listening to yourself, honestly. Kind of letting that inner critic or those negative voices just kind of spiral and not let them actually freeze you from taking action or doing the things that you need to do, or that you want to do, rather. Then I feel like this could apply for November or October, sorry. The idea of this card, which is the sustainer, is the person behind the scenes that does all like the day-to-day work, which keeps things going. A lot of times this can be a parental figure, mother or father. Just that person who makes the food, does the cleaning, all the stuff that is needed for life to go on day to day. And then I also feel like your third eye chakra and your crown chakra are associated with this. You have indigo and violet kind of as the main colors of this card. So just listening to your inner voice again, your inner knowing, maybe looking out for insights. And I feel like creating the space for yourself and starting to sustain things for yourself could be a positive thing for the month of October. Because we have to do this for ourselves before we can really effectively do it for others. I think that's important. Otherwise, it can lead to things like codependency. And then you, if you are able to do this for yourself, you'll be more supportive and reliable in the long run because you'll have that support and inner reliability on yourself. You'll trust in yourself, and that will kind of spill outwards into your relationships with other people. And then in November, we have the one oracle card. This just talks about one love. It could be you meeting the one or the right partner for you. And I think this could be because of you taking time to listen to your own inner voice and creating space for yourself and preserving your own peace and inner knowledge and really just inner peace and trust, inner trust, I think is going to be a big one. So it is the next day. kind of got interrupted, so we are going to hop right into the tarot and see what the next 3 months have in store for you. So you could have been waiting to see the fruits of your labor in the recent past, probably the beginning of September. And then in your mind space, you're currently thinking about what it is you want in your relationships. Maybe you have a partner who is looking for you to look up as well at your higher knowledge and your inner truth, your inner clarity with this Aletheia card. Because you have the female character looking up, and then the male character is just kind of looking to the side, almost like he's not sure. It's almost like the female character is just like, look up, look at yourself, look at the inner knowledge you already have inside you. But you could be really focused on things you've lost, upsets. And this could be what is currently preventing you from being able to see. But I think you are trying to get to a place of completion in your heart space. And maybe you're missing this completion or missing the feeling of feeling complete because of this upset that has recently happened or in the past. Something that is in your focus. So I feel like for the rest of September, you're just really going to want to trust in your inner knowing and maybe analyze what it is that was allowing you to feel complete before and what it's going to take for you to turn around and find that completion again going forward. First within yourself and then in your partnerships going forward. So for October, Spirit, what do we have for Scorpio? I have to look this one up. So this says uncertainty and success through courage, but it's reversed. So maybe you are having doubts about your ability to be successful with something, but I think this is a call for you to just be more courageous going forward. Maybe you're having doubts about the sustaining, that if you aren't the one kind of sustaining things in your relationships with other people that maybe aren't like a two-way street, or it could be possibly toxic, or whatever the case. Maybe you feel like if you let go of those and aren't like people pleasing or whatever it is, that you will lose progress, lose your relationships or happiness. But I feel like you probably, this is an unnecessary fear. Because yeah, you are making progress with the Knight of Cups. And I think you see what you need to do, which is kind of stand up for yourself. Like that horse is kind of like taking a stand for himself almost. And then maybe the people, like that ghost in the looking at the character, is like the other people in your life are actually happy that you're standing up for yourself or doing the things that you need to for yourself. And maybe you're beginning to build contracts with yourself first before going forward. Because when you, like I think I said earlier in the reading, when you come from a place of completion yourself, that's going to carry a spill over into your other relationships. Yeah, so I think in your heart space, you're really like being that studious character of what it means to have fulfilling relationships, what it's going to take for you to love yourself again first. And again, you have that character in the background, happy that you are focused on this. There could be a Pisces in your life that you have a connection with, any placement in their chart. And then it looks like you have a lot of fast moving energies in your heart space as well going into October. So I think as you begin to focus on building that foundation within yourself so that you can carry it over into your other relationships, it's going to feel slow, but you're actually going to be making a lot of fast progress, even though it may not feel like it right away. So, Spirit, going into November, what do we have for Scorpio? So you could be looking into some kind of higher knowledge, could be studying occult, especially with that Queen of Wands in your main space. You could be just studying like witchcraft or whatever it is for you, just higher knowledge. Something that is empowering to you. But the Hierophant in your mind space is all about like studying higher knowledge. This could be studying the tarot, some kind of practice that helps you just live a more fulfilled life and have a better understanding on the world and make things more practical for you to work your magic and have an impact on the world. Uh, I think you have companions with you as well. You might have a pet that is going to be your companion going into November, or is already a companion for you. So I would hold them close because they're going to watch out for you as well. Like with this picture, you can see like the cat is kind of looking out for danger, kind of like has your back. So Spirit, what's going on in Scorpio's heart space in November? I think you might have feelings of feeling stuck, and you might be feeling like you are fighting some stronger emotions, and that could just be because of going into new territory, whereas you're not people pleasing so much, and maybe you are entering a relationship that is more fulfilling. So maybe this is just like kind of that on guard feeling. I know sometimes when we um, aren't used to it, good things happening, you can kind of be on guard of like when is it all gonna go bad? When's the bad thing gonna happen? So I think you might just be feeling guarded going into November, but know that that's an unnecessary feeling to have. I mean, it's valid. You're totally okay to feel that way, but I think you have the ability to overcome that challenge. You have a very strong looking character. I think that is you, almost like a samurai who is able to take down this dragon or this scary thing, these scary emotions. So that's very positive going forward into the next few months. So I'm just going to pull a self-care oracle card, see what self-care practice you can incorporate over these next few months that would be beneficial for you. So making sure you're getting enough rest and then leaving time for pleasure and doing things that bring you pleasure and allowing yourself to have pleasure in your life. Looking at every aspect of your life and thinking about what that means for you. And I think rest is going to be very important for you. I mean, it's always really important. I know that's something I've been struggling with a little bit lately. Been really good about drinking enough water, but my main problem is napping during the day has been disrupting my sleep. So maybe just getting into a steady routine of making sure you're getting enough rest could be important. I've actually heard, I think from Dr. Amen, if you look into his work, he has a lot of beneficial knowledge to share. So it could be a prompt to look at his work. But he said that if you get under 7 hours of sleep, there's like a bunch of chemical processes that essentially get turned off that allow that make it so that you aren't getting enough blood circulation. So it's just important to get more than 7 hours of sleep for proper blood circulation, which I know can be a big thing. It's super important for mental health, just energy, something I've struggled with quite a bit myself too. So I'm sure others do as well. So just something to be mindful of. So yeah, that's what I have for you the next few months. I wish you the best, and I will see you in your next reading. Take care.